Sometimes it looks like the world is on fire. If global warming is the crisis of our age, can we do anything to stop it or reduce the harm? Carbon taxes might help, although many politicians are afraid of voter backlash. But there is one other thing to try. Putting a price on carbon pollution is the big idea that some very influential people think will work.
I think cap and trade is the best way, from my perspective, to achieve some of those gains, because what it does is it starts pricing the pollution that's being sent into the atmosphere.
Here's how it's supposed to work. Let's say two factories are polluting equally, and the government sets a limit, a cap. Factory A installs new equipment, reduces their pollution, and gets a carbon credit for doing more than their share. Factory B has no technological fix, so they keep polluting beyond the capped limit and get taxed. To reduce their tax, they can buy the carbon credit created by Factory A. In theory, this reduces the overall amount of carbon in the air.
Carbon trading has already made a very substantial contribution. Emissions have been reduced far more rapidly than would have otherwise happened.
I think the whole business of carbon trading and carbon offset is a blind alley that we're going down. It's a very dangerous distraction from the real business of making real emissions reductions.
You really need to have an economic incentive to change the way we do things.
A market solution to pollution has already created a new breed of entrepreneur, the carbon hunters. You can find them in India, the Canadian prairies, in the Philippines. Carbon hunters are searching all over the planet for carbon credits, this new market mechanism that pays people to keep carbon out of the air.
The world emits about 30 to 35 billion tons of carbon. That's, quote, the crop. That presents a market that could be $15 trillion.
I don't often quote former President Clinton, but I think he has a very apt phrase for this. He calls it capitalism with a conscience.
Right now, India is going to be one of the major forces or suppliers of carbon credits in the carbon market. It has to be.
I think you can make money and save the planet at the same time, and I think you should.